Did you know that you can actually still obtain the tablet in Roblox doors? Here, look at this. I managed to get it in my rift alongside my barrel of starlight, and now I have both of the hardest items to obtain saved forever. Now you might be wondering, Cheddar, how could you have possibly obtained the tablet? And to that I say you are gullible! Unfortunately, the tablet is not in the game, and the image I just showed you was a rare visual glitch that occurred when Floor 2 was first released. However, this doesn't mean that the item doesn't have to stay absent. Hello viewers, and welcome to another segment of Doors Update News, the only place where you can learn about the upcoming features of the game in unnecessary depth. Essentially, we know that Doors will be receiving a bunch of small updates in the near future, and among these updates is likely the reintroduction of the tablet item as well as a secret item. So in this video, I'll be providing all the information you need to know about both of these items' return in the game. So with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so first I want to discuss the tablet. Essentially, the tablet, or scanner, or whatever you want to call it, was the original item rewarded for completing the A1000 challenge within the game. However, in the Floor 2 update it was entirely replaced by the Barrel of Starlight, leaving it completely unobtainable through normal means. Now, there were three main reasons why it was replaced. For one, it was always meant to be just a placeholder reward, meaning from the beginning it was planned to be removed. 2. The item was horribly optimized, so it would cause tremendous lag in certain cases. So the scanner would need to be shelved in order for it to be reworked for a proper introduction. 3. The tablet was also pretty overpowered, as it would essentially allow you to view the game through a night vision lens, not only removing most of the challenge of dark rooms, but it would also highlight the location of puzzle items, such as keys or library books, effectively removing all the difficulty of the scavenger hunt type challenges within the game, which, as you may know, are present all throughout the rooms. However, despite all of this, the developers did confirm numerous times in a future update the scanner would be re-implemented. And seeing how Doors will be receiving a bunch of updates in the near future, it's possible that this tablet revival will occur in one of them. So now that we know this item is definitely coming back, two questions arise, those being how will it be obtained and what changes will be made to its functionality. After all, it can no longer be the A1000 reward, and given how overpowered its original function was, it was bound to be nerfed at least a little bit. Let's start by answering the first question, that being how will we obtain the new version of the scanner? Well, given the item's immense power, I believe that it won't be obtained normally, such as through purchasing it in Jeff's shop or finding it in a container. Instead, I think its attainment method would be similar to that of the Possessed Candle. Now, for those who don't know, the Possessed Candle is hands down one of the best light sources in the game, outranking almost every other one present. However, in order to obtain just one of these, you essentially have to complete the entirety of the hotel. In this sense, its power is balanced by its difficulty to obtain, and I believe the scanner will work like this. I'm not entirely sure what specific method it could be obtained through, as there isn't enough evidence to draw a concise conclusion, but it will likely be time-consuming to obtain just like how it was previously. Now, as for functional changes, there are a few I have in mind. For one, it's likely the original purpose of the tablet will be nerfed. For example, maybe it will only highlight the location of a few puzzle items rather than all of them, and maybe the night vision is reduced. However, I also think one of the big nerfs that will come when the scanner gets reintroduced is that it would now require a power source. Think about it, not only is the tablet an electronic device, meaning logically it would need to be recharged, but it also is too strong to be infinitely used in its current state. So, I think that it would now require batteries in order to remain functional for an extended period of time, similar to a flashlight or something like that. This change would also make batteries more useful, as now they would have another purpose, that being to recharge the tablet. Now, although the reintroduction of and changes to the scanner are pretty exciting, I did tease about a secret item in the beginning of this video, so I think we should talk about that. Essentially, we know that in the coming updates for Doors, a bunch of originally scrapped content will be added back into the game. Furthermore, we know based on leaks that there is actually a secret item planned to be added in the initial release of Floor 2, although it was eventually cut from the update. So seeing how items are such a major part of the game, as well as how many assets of this one secret item were already created, I think there's a good chance for it to be re-implemented into the game in a future update. But what is this item? Well, it's a fork. Essentially, the icon of a fork item was leaked a while back, and we are still unsure what it could have been used for. However, there is one area of the game which may give us a hint. Essentially, in the dining hall, which is the area where you encounter Halt in the hotel, you can actually find a model of this fork on various tables. This could imply that when the item does get officially added, it would be obtainable in this room. Still, I'm unsure what its purpose would be, as it is just a fork. Maybe it would be used for some type of secret quest or something. It is still a cool piece of content, though. Anyways, that was all the news I wanted to cover in this video. It was mostly centered around the tablet with some fork stuff thrown in at the end. So, with all of that being said, let me know in the comments what your predictions are for these two items, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.